By the way, this is what you see when people are walking in front of the camera. I guess you'd call this an anti-pedestrian setup too. Looks like Volkswagen is sending us a 2024 Jetta 1.5 turbo. The base price is $21,000, but this is the SEL, which supposedly is loaded with everything. No options. So let's take a look. Here's all the standard goodies you're getting. And here's the price, but of course we have to include shipping. And there you go. And where is it made? Puebla, Mexico. Ay, ay, ay. But the transmission does come from Japan. Very nice 8-speed automatic. According to the paperwork, this 1.5-liter turbo gets 30 mpg in the city, 40 on the highway, and 33 overall. We're going to run up about 300 or 400 miles on this and see if this figure is true. So don't go away. So here it is in person. Pretty nice looking design in my opinion. Very clean, no clutter. Well, I'll take that back. It does have a lot of clutter of VW emblems. One on the grille, on all four wheels, on the rear. You won't mistake this for an Audi. One of the first things we do, we get a vehicles and check and see what brand of tires they're giving us. These are Nexans. Could be better. I'll leave my opinion to myself. We got a nice roomy trunk, and the next thing we want to do is check and see if there's a spare tire. Most cars today just don't come with one. They do it to save money. Yes, indeed, we did get one, but remember, this is top-of-the-line SEL for your 30 grand. I don't know if the base 21 grand vehicles have a spare, so if you're thinking about buying one, you might want to look. And last but not least, we take the vehicle out in the dark and see how the headlights perform. These are LEDs, supposedly superior to standard headlights. Sometimes that is true, sometimes it is not, so we'll take this out and find that out. We have a link for that video at the end of this video. So you're getting 2 videos for the price of 1, free. People often ask me what's the best sedan you can get for under 30 grand. I often refer them to the Honda Civic or the Toyota Corolla. Very reliable cars, but the one defect in them, they don't have real transmissions. They have CVTs, which I don't like at all. I want a real transmission with real gears. That's one advantage we have here. Here we get a nice 8-speed automatic transmission. Japanese made, not sure by who. And if you shift it all the way down and tap it, you get a sport mode. If you shift it over here, you get a manual mode. A manual 8-speed for best performance. A very nice gearbox. By the way, last time I checked the catalog, there's a 6-speed manual and a 7-speed dual clutch offered. Not sure if that's still the case. You need to check with the dealer. And supposedly there's a more powerful 2-liter turbo putting out 228 horsepower. We don't have access to that one anyway, so again, if you want a bigger engine or different transmission, check with your VW dealer and see what the latest 2024 update is. But I'm satisfied with this 8-speed automatic for the time being. And I'm satisfied with this engine as well. By the way, I forgot to mention, there's a drive mode button right here. Gives you eco, normal, sport, or custom modes. Take your pick. This brings us to the cabin design. A very efficient German design, I might say. A very large glove box. Huge. Simple climate controls, the way it should be. 3 knobs, a few buttons. No need to read the owner's manual or scroll through an info screen. A very simple to use infotainment radio system. Pardon the glare, but it's that time of day. A superb gauge cluster. And you have lots of useful information at the press of a button. Again, simple to use, no need to read the owner's manual. I did notice two issues with this vehicle when I first got it. Number one, the throttle was very aggressive. From a stop, you just tap the gas pedal and the thing takes off, giving you whiplash, but it seems to have smoothed out. And secondly, when driving around 30 or 40 miles per hour, I put my foot down to accelerate and I got absolutely no response. No transmission response, no engine response for about half a second. There was a lag there, but that seems to have gone away. Just for the record, we're first to drive this vehicle straight off the truck, so naturally needs some brake-in, and that's what we're doing now. So obviously the transmission and throttle are going to be adjusting themselves. So for now, the car drives absolutely perfect. The ride is very smooth, very quiet, sitting position very comfortable. But the big question is, what type of fuel economy are we getting? Can we really get that 40 mpg on the highway? We're going to take this out tonight, do some highway cruising, and find out. We're going to take a highway trip, approximately 120 miles. See what type of fuel economy we can get. So here we go. Alright, let's look at the numbers. 130 miles, averaging 57 miles per hour, which is kind of misleading because we actually did 20 miles of city driving before we got on the freeway, 110 miles of driving at 75 miles per hour. With that being said, 36.2 mpg is pretty impressive. If we get a chance, we'll do another highway test with 100% highway driving, no city, and see if we can bump these numbers up. So it'll go away. We're going to take another highway trip, see if we can bump up the fuel economy numbers. This VW is a smooth highway cruiser. Low wind noise, comfortable ride. Great for long trips. Even better if we can get the clean fuel economy numbers. Didn't reach that the first highway trip. Maybe we'll get it on the second one. Just for the record, on this fuel economy run, I'm going to keep the cruise control on the whole trip and try not to pass anybody to get the highest number. Alright, here you go. 112 miles, 74 miles per hour, 43.1 mpg. Compare that to the 36 mpg we got going to, and the 43 we got coming back. That's pretty close to the 40 mpg claimed by Volkswagen, so pretty impressive to me. So that's my take on this Jetta after a week of driving. If you don't want to go with Toyota or Honda and looking for an alternative, this is definitely a good choice. Excellent fuel economy, great driving characteristics as you expect in a German car. Give it a look. Before you do, you might want to see our headlight test. We'll have a link for that coming up right now. Click and watch.